What? What is this?
Pathetic. She's so fast, she's so gross, she will never fall in love. Pathetic. The only one who can love this woman is the good Lord up above, proud and pathetic. She will never change, she will always stay the same. Pathetic and insane. Pathetic. Really scary, he don't care it. Damn, I'm jet lagged. Pathetic.
Hello, little gherkins. Defecation Deflection Daphne is trying her best to get us talking about anything other than shitgate. What she doesn't realize is that we can and will do both. So let's get into it.
Well, hello guys, hello. I'm super hungry, so I'm gonna say Bismillah and dig right in. Okay? Yes. Oh my gosh. Look at this crust here.
That crust looks like diarrhea, which I'm sure made stool sampler Steve very happy.
As you can see, I'm eating pot pie. Look at the chicken.
I know what you're thinking. This has to be a troll. And honestly, I think it's even worse if it is a troll. She has uncontrolled diabetes, is super morbidly obese, a fatty liver, an enlarged heart, and numerous other health conditions. If she's willing to do this to troll the internet, she's even more pathetic and hopeless than we've all claimed her to be all these years.
I need to open a restaurant.
No, you do not. That food looks like someone took a shit in a casserole dish. You rarely can even be bothered to make a meal for yourself. But you're going to open a restaurant? You're far too lazy, and you'd eat all of your own inventory.
I make the best pot pie. Now, my pie crust is made with oil, not butter, not lard.
Oh, good. The crust isn't full of lard. You are, though, so I don't know why that matters. Does she think that consuming an entire cup of olive oil in one sitting is healthy?
And whole wheat flour. Super flaky.
It looks the exact opposite of flaky. It looks like Salah's wet dream.
And I'm eating out of the dish because I just feel like it.
This seems like a great plan for someone with binge eating disorder. Portion out an appropriate amount of food? Nah, that's ridiculous. Sit your big ass down in front of the biggest casserole dish you own and just go to town. That will definitely promote eating healthy portions.
So there's chicken thighs, corn, beans, like green beans, carrots, my homemade gravy. I'm not gonna eat this whole thing, don't worry.
Don't worry, guys. She only eats half of this monstrosity. She's a skinny legend. She'd never eat the entire thing.
And I made my own pickled cabbage. So the trick is, guys, do not throw out your leftover pickle juice, okay? I added cabbage, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit more vinegar, and a bit of honey.
I don't understand why she added honey. LOL, fat.
It's been in there about 30 hours. Oh, and garlic. It's delicious. Wow.
Definitely the behavior of someone that has their eating under control.
It's so good. So my gravy, essentially, milk, water, chicken stock, the chicken drippings from the legs, salt, pepper, onion powder, 7 spice, a bit of Parmesan, Worcestershire sauce, and there's so much chicken and black pepper. Not that salty.
That does not sound good. I don't know if it's the southerner in me, but why are you making gravy with water and milk? Just use milk. But the 7 spice is especially egregious to me. There is no world where I want cumin, cinnamon, and nutmeg flavors in my gravy.
There was already a huge chunk missing. That was my husband's portion.
I've seen this clip on Twitter, and after watching it in full context myself, I don't think she was about to eat with her hands. She was reiterating that Salah took a portion out of that spot before she started eating, which is true. But also, that doesn't make the amount of food you ate any less alarming, Chantal.
Now, when I was, I'm always used to eating those like Swanson TV dinners. You know the ones I'm talking about? The frozen ones that are like cardboard? They're pretty good though. The whole wheat flour doesn't taste much different than the other one. Than regular white flour. And it has a lot more fiber and nutritional benefit. But this gravy is so creamy.
She's just talking out of her ass. This video isn't about sitting and talking to her viewers. It's about shoveling food in her mouth as fast as she can. This is a recorded binge. You're doing great, sweetie.
So I used to eat the Swansons dinners. The Swanson pot pies. They're like $1. They used to be like $1. Now with inflation, they're like $2.50 or something. I'm not paying that. I'll just make my own pot pie.
It cost you way more to cook this bowl of shit than it would have to buy that frozen pot pie and throw it in the microwave. And I guarantee the frozen one would have tasted better.
The crust turned out so good. I'll never use another crust recipe. I did so much walking today. My stamina is insane. I love it.
I know this bitch can't be serious. Chantal, your stamina is insane. Because it's non-existent. What are you talking about? We watched you walk 1,500 feet around Amati Park at a pace that would make a sloth look like Youan Bolt.
The more you do, the more you can. It's 100% true.
Just like the more you eat, the more you can cram in. You've got that part down for sure.
I think I'll have to freeze some. Or just eat it like over the next few days. There's no bottom crust. It's just top and the vegetables and chicken on the bottom. I wanted to film it, but we got home later than I thought. It was pretty much already dinner time by the time we got home, and I still had to like make everything from scratch. But first I had to clean the kitchen, clean the dishes from the last time I cooked my previous meal.
In just a minute, she's going to say she had a tuna sandwich for lunch. How many dishes could you possibly make from a tuna fish sandwich? The last meal before that was the Taco Bell mukbang. So has she had a filthy-ass kitchen just sitting there for several days? Gives me luxury villa nostalgia.
I just did everything super fast. If I had filmed it, I would have had to get dressed. I mean, I would have had to stay dressed.
Does Chantal wear her Garten costume while cooking her sandbox pie in the luxury fart box?
I could eat the whole jar, but I'm not going to. Self-restraint. Not something I'm very familiar with, but I gotta learn. Fortunately, well, you're probably thinking, no, it's not a good thing. I'm a fat girl who can cook when I want to.
No, you're a fat girl that thinks you can cook. There's a difference.
Okay, one more bite. This huge piece of chicken. A little bit of the side crust. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's like a whole thigh. It's so good. It's like half gone, I know. Well, a big chunk of it was gone because of like Salah, like I said. But I did eat a lot of it.
That huge chunk you keep talking about really wasn't that huge of a chunk. It was the top layer. The entire filling for that entire side was still there. You've eaten half of a giant casserole dish all by yourself. This is disgusting.
I purposely like starved all day almost so that I could eat this. What did I eat today? I had a tuna fish sandwich, my first thing. Then where we went, I shared a tiny size mango gelato with my husband. I had like a few bites. And then I had, that's it. This is the next meal I had.
So you had a full meal and a snack prior to this meal, but consider that intentionally starving yourself all day. At most, you missed breakfast, but that's probably because you slept until noon. Just own the fact that you're a glutton and stop trying to make it better by saying you're starving yourself.
Okay, this is the last bite. I'm still hungry. I know people think I'm trolling or I'm not serious. I am very serious. I literally walked for like probably a good 3 to 4 hours today, and I barely sat down. I just like I don't know if it's from walking so much or just not eating a lot of junk food. My stamina to walk is like, I don't even feel any pain. It's crazy.
Well, you also claimed it took you 2 hours to walk 1,500 feet. Why don't you track your actual steps? Because walking a fifth of a mile in 4 hours won't negate what you just shoved down your throat.
Oh, that was good. Okay, now I'm starting to feel it. Feel full. I was very hungry. Actually, now I can, yeah, I need to slow down because it catches up with you.
Yeah, she definitely ate the rest of this when the camera turned off. It's amazing how absolutely boring this video was, while also being absolutely fascinating. Chantal, if you think a snail stroll through a mall is going to save you from eating like this, you're going to hit your goal of expiring before you turn 45 faster than you think. I'll see you later, little gherkins.
Pathetic. She's so fat, she's so gross, she will never find love. Pathetic. The only one who can love this woman is the good Lord.